All right, art explorers, let's break down what makes this painting so special, besides being on like every tote bag ever. Look at this cat with a pearl earring. I think Vermeer massively missed an opportunity here. Forget human models. This cat knows how to serve a look. Banksy disagrees. Look who's suddenly an art critic. I hear you, Banksy. Cats getting fancy earrings while dogs are still stuck with those cone of shame things? Totally unfair. Hey, art explorers. I'm Valentina, coming to you live from my super secret attic newsroom where I tell it like it is about art. Oopsie. This is my co-host Banksy, who knows more about art than most adults, even though he occasionally eats crayons.
That was one time, and it was a blue one. You know how much I like blue. And I was going through a phase.
Banksy, today we're diving into Girl with a Pearl Earring by Johannes Vermeer. You know, that painting of the girl looking over her shoulder like she wants to be sure nobody heard her fart in the hallway at school? Yeah, that one. You can't escape this painting. It's literally everywhere. From weird, whatever that is, things to giant street murals.
Oh my God, did I leak on this wall?
Oh, and if you're new here, think of this channel as John Oliver's Last Week Tonight show, but for kids, and about art. But the comparison ends here, because, let's be honest, he has absolutely no taste in art. Come on, John. Really? That looks like the cheapest rat art ever. Learn your classics. At least my crayon-eating co-host knows the difference between the Renaissance and just plain nonsense. So if you like what you see, smash that subscribe button. So hard your parents ask what that noise was.
I still don't understand why humans smash buttons.
Stick around, we're going to have a lot of fun. Let's be real. You're probably watching this instead of doing homework anyway. But hey, at least you can tell your teacher you were learning about art history. Let's get back to the girl with a pearl earring. My first reaction? Why does this girl look like she just saw her best friend microwaving a spoon? Or did she just realize she forgot to turn off the bath water and her mom's fancy rug is definitely floating? I need answers. Banksy thinks she looks a bit worried, like when he ate my mom's fancy shoes and tried to look innocent. And what's with that blue and yellow turban thing? It's giving me major just got out of the shower vibes. I mean, it's pretty and all, but wasn't this painted in the 1600s? Did they even have showers back then? I'm not convinced. Maybe she's hiding a bad hair day under there. We've all been there, right?
I think she looks nice. But then again, I find chewing shoes nice.
Seriously though, it's weirdly mesmerizing. Like, I can't stop looking at it even though it's just a girl staring back at me. But you guys decide. Is this art, fashion, or just Johannes is spending way too much time painting someone who clearly needs to use the bathroom? There's no wrong answer, except the boring ones your art teacher might give you. So, who was this Vermeer guy anyway? Johannes Vermeer was a Dutch painter born in the 1600s. That's like when people thought bathing was optional. And get this, we're looking at the Procuress, which is supposedly Vermeer low-key sneaking himself into his own Scandalous painting. This is basically his selfie from 1656. He's that weird grinning guy on the left, clearly thinking, future art historians are going to have so much fun explaining this one to school groups.
Ew, yucky yuck.
I mean, what is happening here? This isn't exactly the kind of painting they put on lunchboxes, folks. I guess the 1600s were wild, and after going through all that drama to paint himself into this situation, Vermeer only made 34 other paintings. Talk about commitment issues. I take that many pictures of Banksy before breakfast when he's wearing his cute pajamas. I know, right? And get this, he wasn't even famous when he was alive. Can you imagine spending all that time painting and nobody cares until hundreds of years after you're dead? Talk about a major bummer. He died pretty broke too, leaving his wife and 11 children with a bunch of debts.
Debts? Is that like when I owe Valentina after chewing her shoes?
The weird thing is, art historians know almost nothing about his life. Maybe that's a good thing. Same for the pearl earring girl. Nobody knows who she actually was. Some think she was his daughter, others think she was a servant, and some believe she was completely made up. Picture that moment when you become planetary famous but nobody even remembers your name. All right, art explorers, let's break down what makes this painting so special, besides being on like every tote bag ever. Look at this cat with a pearl earring. I think Vermeer massively missed an opportunity here. Forget human models. This cat knows how to serve a look. Banksy disagrees. Look who's suddenly an art critic. I hear you, Banksy. Cats getting fancy earrings while dogs are still stuck with those cone of shame things? Totally unfair. Now check out this super dark background. Vermeer's pulling a classic, make the background boring move, so your eyes go straight to the subject. It's like when I wear my bright rainbow socks with my school uniform. Everyone's looking at the socks, not the boring uniform. Johannes nailed the eyes. They follow you everywhere, like your teacher when you forget your homework. Super creepy, but also super impressive.
If my eyes followed Valentina like that, she'd probably put me outside.
He used this special technique where he put tiny white dots in her eyes to make them look wet and alive.
She's doing the cute puppy eyes but without the head tilt? That's just half the technique.
It's called a highlight, and it's basically the 1600s version of adding dramatic lighting to your TikTok. The light reflecting off her pearl earring? Totally extra. Johannes probably thought, let's make her shine bright enough to blind my critics.
Critics sound scary. Are they like vacuum cleaners?
So why do people make such a big deal about this painting? Well, it's kind of like the Mona Lisa's cooler cousin. It's mysterious, and it's beautiful. Adults call it the Dutch Mona Lisa, and write these long, complicated essays about its timeless appeal and enigmatic expression. It's all about the gaze and ethereal beauty and blah blah blah. But come on, we're children, not morons. We get the point. Which is that this painting is famous because it makes us wonder. Who is she? What is she thinking? That mystery is why we're still talking about it all these centuries later. Not bad for a painting of a random girl with a big earring, huh? Now I want you to really look at this painting and ask yourself, what do you think this girl is thinking? Make a guess. Your thoughts are as good as anyone, because Johannes forgot to include the speech bubble when he painted her. And that's why art is better than cartoons. It leaves all the good stuff to your imagination. That's our show. Thank you for watching. Next time, we'll be looking at Starry Night by Vincent. If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell all your friends that you're now basically an art expert on 17th century Dutch painters. This is Valentina signing off. Stay curious, stay sassy, and don't let anyone tell you that you don't understand art.